basically, let me introduce myself. So I'm a data stage trainer. So currently I'm associated with Walmart. Okay. And the thing is, I have more than 8 years into data, data warehousing experience. Almost 9 years comes under. And in that, I could say that, coming to this data stage more than 7 years. Okay. So apart from data stage, I'll do, training on Informatica as well, because I do have experience in Informatica with, different clients like level 3 and all. Right. So coming to my, data stage curriculum part. So before that, I would like to brief about yourself. Could you please brief about?
Yeah, sure. Myself, I just completed my master's. I have a little bit of experience on ERP systems. JD Edwards. Before master's, I worked on JD Edwards systems. Due to my visa, my visa status, I had to go to master's, and now I want to learn some data warehousing technologies, especially data stage, because few of my friends are already working in this area, and they are having they're having few requirements in their with their clients. So I want to learn this and then get in there.
All right. Right, fine. Thanks for your intro. And let me put this the PPT. So you can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, I am.
Right. Since you are new to data warehousing technology, since you have worked on other technologies previously, since you are working with this data warehousing first time, so I would be trying to cover all this data warehousing first initial phases. Okay. So this data warehousing concepts you can see here. So all up to here, data warehousing concepts. So where we are going to see that data warehousing concepts means, first of all, what you want to say that, what do you mean by data warehousing? What exactly the meaning of the data warehousing? What exactly contains into the data warehousing? What kind of a data you can store? I think everyone knows data warehousing, which stores, historical data. It's a huge data, large data, right? Apart from that, still we have lots of naming convention for data warehousing, like it always, which contains summarized data. Data warehousing always which contains summarized data. Okay, right. At the same time, cleaner data. It's a purified data. That kind of data you are going to store in the data warehousing. So to cleaning, to purify, so we are required some process, right? We are required some tools before loading the data into the data warehousing system. That's the reason we are going to introduce ETL tools, especially Informatica and DataStage having lots of market in the entire data warehousing life cycle, right? So let me pull the PPT for you. I think you could able to see this data warehousing pretty architecture. Every customer, every client will have this kind of a architecture. This is the basic architecture. This is your warehousing. Before that, your ETL will come into the picture. So before ETL, your source data, different source systems you can maintain based upon the client requirements. That source system data might have that, daily transactional data. Say suppose Walmart, daily lots of lakhs of transactions will be done from different countries, different regions. Okay. Initially, what we are going to do, we are going to load initially into the source system based upon the reason. In India, we have a source system called database, Oracle database, for Asian regions, India, China, right? So you can see that Hong Kong and all. And for European regions, we are using ERP solutions like PeopleSoft and all. For PeopleSoft database, we are using daily transactions. We are going to store in the ERP database for European users. CRM and flat files for total Americas region, North and South America, right? Different source systems, because based upon the reason wise we are storing the data, but at last all should be into that one format. So here one format, another format, and you can see the flat file. Flat file means text files. Either text files, it could be Excel files, either it could be XML files, anything, it could be flat file. Database means any kind of database, DB2, Oracle, Teradata, right? All this comes under. ERP means, right, PeopleSoft, different Oracle packages will come into the picture. CRM means SAP system, whatever it is you can call it. It's all based upon the client requirements. They are going to initially storing the data into the one source systems. All your source systems can store daily transaction data. Daily transaction means day-wise lots of transactions will be done, right? That they are going to initially load into the system, one process, one area called operational system. That data, so before loading into the data warehousing, we have to pull it because that source data might have that unformatted data, because ERP system will have a one format data, but CRM will have a one format data, your Oracle database having that one format data. But at last it should be equal or unique formality or unique format it should have before loading into the data into the data warehousing system. At the same time, you might have seen that lots of discrepancy in the date formats. Maybe this initially they are storing the data into with the date format as DD, MM, YYY. But we want to store data with a YYY, MM, DD format. So lots of these are all comes under format changes, conversions. So that's the reason to make any cleansing, to make any format changes, to make any transformation, we are going to introduce ETL tools before loading into the data warehouse. So in this area, we are going to use different ETL tools. In data warehousing, different ETL tools are available like DataStage, Informatica, Abnisio, SSIS. Lots of beautiful tools are available. But major market, majorly market has been occupied with Informatica and DataStage, to be frank. Okay, because the performance of the tools, at the same time, it's in user friendly. At the same time, cost wise, if you talk about vendors and customers, they can easily purchase this product for the multiple users. That's the reason it's in the markets. These both are the tools, Informatica and DataStage, having a good into the market. Right. So now using these ETL tools, what you can perform? You can cleansing the data, you can transform the data, whatever you want to, the data into the data warehousing system. So transformations here, ETL stands for extraction. Extraction from where? Different source systems. Might be client is having different source systems, otherwise single source system, whatever it is, right? You are extracting the data into using the ETL tools into the ETL area. After extraction, you are converting the data. Converting means transform the data. Not only converting the data, you are cleansing the data, you are removing the duplicate, any redundancies there in the source data, you are removing it, and you want to make any format changes, you can do it. Because your target might have read date format as a YYY, MMDT. In this case, all the way your transformation is a major part in the entire ETL. It will do that all the transformations. After transformations, you will get the output from here to load part. Load means L stands for loading. Loading to where? Once you get the output, proper output, you will be loading into the data warehousing system. Now your data warehousing system has a summarized data, because always your data warehousing system needs summarized data. How come your Walmart from morning 9 AM to till 9 PM, the Walmart Shopee stores will work. After 9 PM, so after closing the business hours, the back office team will work on the total sales amount. They are going to count the total sales from the region wise, different location wise. After that, all the total sales amount is going to be merged across the global. They are going to summarize it, and they are going to, after summarization, so they are going to, summarization is nothing but they are going to make it as a total sales amount for the day from all the global Walmart centers. That data they are going to store in a data warehousing system. Then your data warehousing system is going to be helpful for the end users. What way? To analyze the business. Analyze the business. So basically your Walmart will do that analysis on the, Walmart clients will do that analysis part from the data warehousing system, because now your data warehousing system has a clean data, summarized data. So all the way the clients wants to go for analysis on their business. Okay, today this much of sales being done. Okay, tomorrow we supposed to increase the business because the maybe weekend is coming up. So in order to weekend, we have by providing that more offers on the products. So we can attract more customers so that maybe business will increase. That's what the analysis, that's what the assumption so will be arised from the customer. So that kind of analysis process can be done by your reporting tools. So every data warehousing architecture will have one ETL tool, one reporting tool of the data warehousing system. So as we are ETL developers, we must be aware of either one of the ETL tools which are having the list of, right? Otherwise, if you want to become a report developer, you must learn the reporting tools. That's how your entire this picture will let you understand the clear on the data warehousing life cycle, right? So since we are moving to that data warehousing always which contains this kind of a data, so definitely we have to be familiar with the ETL tools before, because to make this data warehousing implementation, ETL tools will perform a best of tasks. So that's what we are going to see in DataStage and Informatica, right? So DataStage I'm talking about, because since we are into the DataStage. So you can see that based upon the client requirements, the architecture may be slightly changes. It will be standardized architecture is this one only, but we are going to give more flavors to the existing one. Flavors means we are add on some ODS. There is a concept called ODS, Operational Data Source, and one more concept called Data Mart. Data Mart is nothing but it's a part of data warehousing only. But we are going to build a data marts. In reporting terminology, we are going to call the data marts are nothing but cubes. So those you will be able to understand. You may maybe not require all these things right now. So these are the pretty basic architecture. Your source data which you are extracting, because your source data having lots of discrepancy data. So for the daily based data, so you are extracting using ETL tools. After extraction of the data, you are performing the transformation. How you want to make it? After transformation, you are loading after getting the output, proper output, you are loading the data into your data warehousing system. Now your data warehousing system has a cleaner data, it's a transformed data, it's a merged data, it's a summarized data. Summarization means nothing but aggregated data, right? So all the way the data warehousing stores. So data warehousing mainly to store the data, not to do anything within the data warehousing system, only for storing purposes. That's the reason data warehousing system is going to be called. It's a read-only database, read-only. What you are going to read? Through reports. You are pulling the same data and you are generating the reports using the reporting tools. That's how your data warehousing will help to the customers in the way to. After reading the data from data warehousing system, customers will go for analysis, analyze on the business. All right. Right. Shrikant?
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. So different flavors we are going to see that. I'm going to cover the data modeling concepts. So data modeling is a part of it. You are not required so to go with that, but maybe in future if you go with the data warehousing projects, you will be understand these data modeling concepts. So basically this is not your part of preparing the data models. It's a part of business analysts. Business analysts are going to prepare the data marts and the data modeling parts. Right. So basically, but as we are developers, we must to understand what is the source, what is the target, what is the transformation logic we have to implement based upon the business. By seeing these data models only, we are going to understand. So because it's a graphically, we are representing the business data. Data modeling is nothing but graphically we are representing the data. Right. So there are different types of data models are available into that data warehousing. We are going to cover all the data models as well. Okay. But in this last but least, sixth one is dimensional data modeling. This is a very, very important. Most of the customers will require this dimensional data modeling type. That's the reason I'm going to concentrate I make you to concentrate on dimensional data modeling. And it will take 8 hours session. After the 8th hour, we are going to move to the DataStage tool. DataStage tool, we are going to, so all the architectures I'm going to cover. So especially you can see that architecture, DataStage architecture looks like we have a different client components will be there, because DataStage is a client server technology based ETL tool. Client server based technology ETL tools. Definitely all the ETL tools, majorly in data warehousing, all the tools will comes under client and server based ETL tool. That's the reason client components will be defined, server components will be there. In data stage, coming to this data stage, client components will be there, data stage administrator, data stage designer, data stage director, and data stage manager. And apart from that, you will be able to see the data stage server and data stage repository which comes in the server. You don't require, while installing the data stage software in your system, so all the client components you can able to see that except manager, because manager has been removed from the current version. So I'm going to provide you that 8.7 virtual machine software, 8.7 virtual machine. Okay, so but your system should have a 6 GB RAM at least speed. 6 GB RAM and at least 500 GB hard disk space should have. Okay, space. I'm talking about space.
Yes.
Okay. So if you have it, so we can run it. And then coming to this latest version of the data stage is 11.3 has been announced, but no one customer has been moved as of now. So after 8.7, that latest version which is there in the market is 9.1. So I'm currently associated with this version, but I cannot give you this tool as of now. Maybe in future I will get it for you. Okay.
Right.